is fairly new and a lot of people still play because they like the exo boost, they like the story, they like the campaign, all that stuff. They love the storyline, they like all that stuff. And then you have the people who like modern, like to be right on point with all the new games and are always jumping to the new conclusion and everything. And honestly, those people really get boring really fast because if you're watching them play all the new games, they exhaust the new games fairly quickly. So what they'll do is they'll jump on and do like 10 videos all on that one game. And all they do is stay on that one game because they know that their viewers are going to stay there. Well, it's fun to see a little variety here and there. See, what I do is I've gone through all the new games and all the old games and all that stuff, and I've sticking with it. Like I've stuck with it. Sorry, sticking is not a word. Anyway, I already said it, so I can't really reverse that. And I'm not gonna delete this. I like you guys to see the real me and everything. I don't want to delete my mistakes. I don't want to show anybody that people don't make mistakes and all this, and I don't want to be completely perfect. You can be a professional and still not be perfect. There are people who paint paintings that can't paint exactly what they want to paint all the time. They look at their painting, they're like, "Oh, it's missing something. It's missing something." It's because they feel it on the inside, and their painting's not really reflecting what they feel on the inside. That's what's missing. Is the primitive part or the primitive part that existed within them as a child, something that they grew up feeling, something that's missing. It's part of them and it's the biggest part of them, yet the smallest part of them. So what I mean by the biggest part and the smallest part is that it's that one little bitty speck within inside your soul that really drives everything else. It's the most powerful, but the smallest part. So what it does is when you do something that you don't really like, and it's not you, and you don't really feel it as much, it's it literally that little spark, that little bitty speck starts sending a signal to the rest of your body that this is not you. You are someone else. You want to be something different. You want this, and you know what you want, but some people, some people think they want one thing, but they mistake that for what they actually want. Like a lot of people see it happens in relationships. This is the best way I can go with it. And I really hate to hit this topic that much. But so say you're dating this girl. This girl has this idea that she wants a guy like you, but she doesn't want you. She wants a guy smarter than you. Well, she may think she wants a guy that's smarter than you, but in reality, she just wants you to act a different way. So that's easily changeable. Like girls don't communicate what they want. They usually just end things and decide to go out of the blue and say oh, well, I just don't like this guy anymore. He's boring, something like that. And it may not be to that effect because guys can change really easily. They don't like girls don't understand how easy it is for a guy to change, and they really don't get it. Like guys change personalities all the time. Like literally all the time. And even when they keep their same personality, they can act a little different. And then outside, I'm still that cool, kind-hearted nice guy that if some little girl comes up to me on the street corner with a cup and says, "Can you spare a penny?" I'm about to empty my pockets. I'm not gonna give her my credit card, and I'm not gonna give her like $100 bill, but I will empty my pockets. Like if I have spare change, you getting all my spare change, and you're not just getting a quarter, you're not just getting a penny. Like, see, the way that I was growing up, and I want to give you guys a short background of who I am. So I grew up in a very, very wealthy town, I guess. When I lived there, it was wealthy. Everybody had a lot of money and a lot of money to spend. We were just set. Everybody was set. And as time goes by, things happen. Life changes, things get more difficult. Some bad decisions by my father were made, and then some bad decisions by my mother were made. And then so I ended up moving a lot. So as I was a little kid, growing up, I moved a lot. Like I couldn't even number how many times I've moved. I probably moved more than 10 times. I honestly don't know. Um, so I've moved a lot, but if I were to count them, it would be probably over 10 times at least. Because I have a short story of how, where I moved and how much time I spent there, but I don't really know precisely. I don't know it